proud to introduce our very first unique project of the year, Charles Riley. Charles Riley is a student who never fails to make me smile. He's authentically himself, as you'll see in this project. I can't imagine another student who'd have the word bedazzle in their project once, let alone 5 times. Without further ado, Charles.
Hi, I'm Charles Riley. To kick off the class of 2027 SWE projects, I want to start with a quote from the iconic Blair Waldorf of Gossip Girl. "Nothing's holding me back anymore. I know what I want and I'm going to get it." I resonate with this quote because these are 2 of my favorite attributes. Plus, Blair is a successful, powerful team, so following in her footsteps might not be the worst idea. Setting and achieving goals are a fundamental part of personal growth and self-preservation. It is essential to have a clear plan of action that outlines objectives and strategies so you can ride your way to success. With these goals, I'm driven to excel in the following areas. One place where I persevere is in my sports. During my running sports, such as track and field, I tried my hardest both at practice and at home. I would pace myself around the school's field, setting cameras on my watch for when to run and when to run. In the time trials and distance run, one of my friends and I always told each other RTB or refuse to be last, meaning we give it our all and take breaks when we had to, as long as we weren't the last to complete the track. No matter what my time was or what I placed, my amazing coaches and friends were always up there supporting me. At home, I would wake up early and stay up late running on my parents' treadmill. In February of 2022, I worked out for at least 20 minutes every day. I played 2 seasons of soccer during my time in middle school, and I progressed through both of them. And the first time I played, in 7th grade, I wasn't able to dribble or keep the ball from getting stolen. But last season, I was able to keep the ball, pass it in, and I had some chances to score against my opponents. I may have missed a couple times, but at least I know I am better, and I have the potential to get better next year. My favorite thing about soccer was cracking jokes with my team and coaches. We had nicknames for each other, inside jokes, and a great bond between each other. I also had an amazing connection with the members of the LCS Blues in 6th and 7th grade. I considered myself a team leader. I contributed thoughts, ideas, and team spirit. In my first musical, where I played Bonzo in The Lion King, I had no public speaking skills and stage fright. But I tried really hard to be perfect. In Beauty and the Beast, where I played Chip, I was used to the whole thing. I had more confidence and I was able to embody the character more. I had more emphasis on my words, smoother choreography, and overall better performance of my perspective of my performances. One of my favorite things about this year is my classes. Every teacher this year has sparked an interest in me. Mr. Haas opened my eyes to the world of history when he showed me significant court cases in the Constitution. Because of him and one of my best friends, Lee, history has always made me smile every time I walked in. We've done many activities in and out of the class, including bedazzling study binders, tedious history crosswords, and poster projects, which me and I glittered, bedazzled, and sent to the class. We love talking to Mr. Haas inside and outside the class. Sometimes we even talk to him before and after school. For the holidays, Mr. Haas received a bedazzled mirror, which is B&I's initials in pink and Mr. Haas's name in yellow. Now, that mirror is hanging in his classroom where students can look at their beautiful faces and fix their hair. In my other subjects, such as English, science, and math, I have improved on everything since I came here in 6th grade. In English, I barely knew figurative language until this year. I'm so happy to have improved in every area, but I'm definitely most proud of my essays. No matter the topic, essays make me extremely happy. 3 of my essays have been used as examples in class. At my old school, we had science 2 times a year. Because of this, science classes opened my eyes to a whole new world, and it's a fun challenge for me. I love being chosen for experiments, watching fun science videos, and making bad puns with my classmates and teacher. And finally, we have math. Math is definitely my most challenging subject. It's like a whole new language, hard to memorize, confusing, and difficult. In my other subjects, scoring a B on the test is the worst thing ever. But in math, Mr. Antonio has told me that it's actually an accomplishment. She has always supported me on the track and in class. Instead of trying hard to get straight A's, I've tried to fully set goals and understand my criteria. All of these classes may be hard at one point or another, but I will practice until I get everything right. I won't let anything stop me from being the best student I can be. Since January of 2022, I participated in KYA and CUNA. At these conferences, we write, debate, and vote on resolutions to improve our community. At KYA, we have listened to many different bills about various topics such as cancer screenings, fire safety, and gun regulations. However, my favorite bill was my own. My friends and I noticed the sex education standards in Kentucky were lacking. Public schools were teaching students abstinence and not including many topics like gender identity and consent. This was bothering us, so we decided to change it. After over 500 words and more than 2,000 characters, our bill was finished. We arrived in the delegation rooms and found out that we were the first resolution to be presented. I was shaking. We left our seats and walked up to the stand. We gave a presentation and waited for the news. Turns out we were not one of the highest ranked goals, but even after rejection, we were not able to give up. We tried again the next day, and we ended up passing unanimously. My group went to the KYA governor, where she told us, and I quote, "You're both slaves." We were super excited that all of our hard work had paid off, and our bill was signed into law. Kuna was way different. Instead of finding solutions for problems in my community, we found them for our son countries. That year, we had Iceland. This time, I did a thing called World Expo. We made presentations about our country's culture. We made a whole poster filled with facts, a VR headset, and plenty of pictures. I even bedazzled it during my free time. A week before the conference, our poster was a mess. I had to work before and after school, during study hall, and even extra club time. It had to be perfect. I worked relentlessly, and it paid off. The poster was way cuter and more organized. At the hotel, it was so fun, and I learned so much. I got to try foods from other countries, play games, and meet new friends. The second day was way scarier. Even though I had already presented, I was very nervous. In the evening, we had a scary security threat and a fire scare at 5:30 in the morning. I was terrified. I spent the rest of the day alone, shocked. However, my amazing teachers, friends, and fellow delegates were going around making sure everyone was okay, including me. I warmed up and got to play games, watch a talent show, and relax while watching the Game Show Network in my hotel room. I'm so excited about Kuna this year. I love being a leader in my community. It's a great way to get to know new people. This year, I ran for secretary, a student council position that calls for organization and great notes, and I won. The student council meets every Blue Tube and on Fridays to discuss and create events for the middle school. The biggest thing I've been working on is the middle school dance. Within days, this very room will be transformed into a tropical paradise, fully planned by my friends and me. We have written proposals, budgeted, made playlists, and tackled any other obstacles we needed to make this event possible. I've spent countless hours working on fixing the tiniest flaws, and as Blair said, won't let anything stop this event from becoming perfect. The one thing I want most in the world is to be myself. I like to show my identity in 3 different ways: style, personality, and preference. These 3 traits are integral components of my life. From the clothes I wear to the food I eat, my individual style, such as my personality and preference, are constantly influencing my decisions. Fashion can really determine impressions, your mood, and your self-confidence levels. Whether I wear a white sweater or a baggy t-shirt, my outfit will be flawless. I love wearing accessories such as bracelets and necklaces. By adopting an individual style while also taking inspiration from style icons like Lana Del Rey, I'm able to feel more comfortable in my own skin and express myself more freely. Since I've configured my own taste for fashion, I've noticed a positive effect on my overall self-confidence and identity. Without self-esteem, I don't think I would be the funny, bubbly, happy person I am today. I have my own unique personality, which helps me explore myself and build strong connections with everyone I can, peers, teachers, and families. One subset of my personality is my preferences. Preference is an important consideration when it comes to making decisions in my life, whether it's making decisions about food, partners, or every basic commitment in my life. I couldn't be me without my opinions. If everyone acted the same, how would that help us make friends and have fun? Not to mention, preferences can help me use my judgment, keeping me safe from risky decisions and danger. With all 3 of these ideas, I have a triple threat. Style helps me create a desired image of return for myself. Personality allows me to express myself, and preference helps me discern what I actually enjoy and helps me to be more independent. By having an understanding of all of these concepts, I'm better equipped with the tools necessary to make decisions that will benefit me by helping me attain my goals. Taking into account, these 3 factors can play a big role in my personal development and the choices I will make moving forward. So I won't let anything stop me from being me. Dedications. I would like to first dedicate my sister, Kate. She has always been there for me, even in questionable times. She's funny, smart, athletic, and a great older sibling that I can look up to. Secondly, I would like to dedicate my friend B. She's stunning, cool, and one of my favorite people to be around. She makes me laugh every time I see her. My favorite moment with her is when we had a sleepover on New Year's Eve. We watched Kill Bill and Elf Story, and we even made our own movie, which was hilarious. My final dedication goes to my track coach, Coach Lawrence. She's always inspired me to push forward and hard, even when I had nothing left in me. Even not track related, she has always had my back, and I made sure I was okay when nobody else noticed. I don't see her as a staff member or as my track coach, I see her as one of my friends. With determination, anything is possible. Even without realizing, we all set goals on a daily basis. Whether it's midway through a tough soccer match, during a hard test in class, or presenting a bill to impact your community. However, the most important thing about goal setting is how hard you work to achieve it. I don't care if I love what I'm doing or hate it. Getting what I want is the most rewarding part. Every one of my objectives have been followed by the desired outcome, leading me to the high achievements that I've covered today.